Good morning, Tubos. So here we are back with another top video of this year, and this time I'm looking at non-AAA games. So these are the games that are being made by indie developers, smaller developers, haven't really had as much advertising, marketing, as much money poured into them, may not have as big a teams working on them, loads and loads of things like that. Big AAA games I've already covered in my other video I released a few days ago, so if you haven't had a chance to look at that one yet, go back onto the channel, have a look. That's where I cover all of my top AAA games for this year, what you need to pick up for Christmas. This time around I'm just looking at very small games, so enjoy. So up at number 5 we've got Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity is an isometric old style RPG type of game. Absolutely love this game, really brings back the nostalgia. Absolutely fantastic RPG mechanics, loads of loot, loads of characters you can make, loads of customization and stuff you can do. There's loads and loads of story. They've literally just released their first bit of DLC into the game as well, so there's tons and tons of stuff for you to do in the game. If you haven't had a chance to pick this up yet, go pick it up. It's pretty cheap, to be honest. All the games on this list are fairly cheap because they are not the big titles, so really worth a go. If you're into the old style Baldur's Gate type of games, you will love Pillars of Eternity, I promise you. Go pick it up, give it a go, see what you think. So moving on into number 4, this is Warhammer Vermintide. This time you are obviously put into the world of Warhammer and you're trying to defend and retake your city from the Skaven. The Skaven are a load of nasty rat men, all come wielding different weapons. You've got axes, swords, gunners, little ninja ones, like they're horrible bastards and you just want to kill all of them. Really focus on the cooperative play this game, so if you've got a group of friends, this game is really good fun to play around on. There's loads of loot in this game, there's a few different character classes as well. Really under the radar this game. It was really good actually. It took me completely by surprise. When I saw it come out I thought I'd give it a go and actually really enjoyed it. Did put a lot of time into this. I actually played it with a couple of people as well, which obviously doubled the fun that the game makes. So if you have got a few people, get them involved as well. Really great fun. Go try it. So number 3 on the list. Now I never actually played Killing Floor 1, however, so this is my first glimpse into the world of Killing Floor and I absolutely love it. If you just need a quick game to jump on for 20 minutes or so and just feel like you just want to shoot a load of zombies, this is the game for that. It's such a good fun game. There's loads and loads of customization in the game as well. There's so many different character classes that you could become that actually give you different skills, different abilities. You can actually cross your classes and you can use all the same kind of weapons, but each class actually has their own individual abilities and everything. So really good fun. Again, another very cooperative focused game, so if you have got a few friends, obviously this is going to increase your enjoyment of the game, but even if you're playing it single player, it's really good fun. Loads and loads of people have servers up as well, so if you are on your own and you just fancy playing with a few randomers, there's tons and tons of different servers on there. Loads of different maps, loads of different difficulties, loads of different weapons and abilities. Really good fun. Give this one a go. So away from all the cooperative shooting and killing and all the rest of it, number 3 is going to be Cities Skylines. Now I actually cannot believe this only came out this year. Came out early this year and really great game. This totally takes the spot away from SimCity, I personally believe. SimCity the last couple of years have really let things slide and they're just nowhere near as good as they used to be. Cities Skylines comes in and actually takes that crown pretty easily from SimCity. Really detailed, really focused on the building and the management aspect. There's loads and loads of different options in here. There's loads of stuff for you to do. They've literally just come out with their first DLC pack as well. I think it's Nightlife or Nightlines or something like that, but it just brings a whole host of new different features and options that you can actually get involved in the game. There are some absolutely fantastic cities people have built, so if you haven't actually had a chance to have a look at this game or it offers. Have a look at YouTube. There's some really good cities out there. If you really like building up the cities, you really like the old SimCity type games, so you can just put hours into playing these kind of games and just developing a city, I promise you this is perfect for you. It's so much fun. It's so detailed. You can really get in, get involved. It's difficult as well. The first couple of times I had to actually restart because I kept going over my budget and I just could not bring it back. So it is a bit of a challenge to begin with as well. So it just really highlights the fact that SimCity really has let things slide recently. This is going to be a powerhouse to beat in terms of the city management, the city builder. Now, I don't think anything is really going to be able to beat this very easily, especially if they keep bringing out the DLC and all the extra features that they're planning to bring out. Really, really great fun. If you haven't picked this one up yet, why not? Go have a look at it. I promise you, you will spend hours on this game just making your own city. So, last but not least, number one in the spot for this year is going to be Rocket League. Now, this game, I think, took a lot of people by surprise. It definitely took me by surprise, and everyone I've spoken to never thought much of this game until they actually played it, and then they were hooked. Absolutely hooked. So that's why Rocket League is number one. It's dirt cheap everywhere you get it as well. PC, PS4, Xbox One, it's available on all of them. Really dirt cheap to pick up if you do fancy picking this up. You can play in games 4v4, 2v2, 3v3, or you can actually play by yourself against a computer. I promise you, if you've got friends and you've got other people you can play this game with, get them involved. The more people you get involved, the funner it is, especially if you've got a few people on your team that aren't holding up their weight, so it gives you a bit of an excuse to shout abuse at them. Really good fun. There's loads and loads of people playing this, so there's always people about as well on whatever platform you get it on. There's loads of DLC coming out for it, and that's already been released for it as well. So if you are looking at picking up this game, there's tons and tons of content in it. It's going to keep you going for a good few hours, especially if you've got other people that you're playing with. Really good fun, really easy game to pick up as well. Once you get into it, first 2 minutes you're going to be knowing exactly what you can do, but you can actually get quite skilled, quite advanced at it as well. You can do some mid-air tricks, you can do this, that and the other. There's loads of stuff that you can actually do in the game as well. So really good fun. Pick it up if you haven't yet. So that is it for this year's top 5 non-AAA titles to pick up for Christmas. Like I said in my other video, if you've got loads of money spare, these are the games that you want to be picking up, because these are the games that are going to be offering you the best value for money and the most enjoyment for your buck. I promise you, any of these games that you do pick up, you will not regret it whatsoever at all. If you haven't checked out my AAA list yet, go back onto the channel. Like I said earlier on, have a look. There's a few games on there you've really got to pick up. If Grand gives you loads and loads of money, then there's some games on there that you really need to pick up and play, because they are some fantastic games. But that's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video has been a bit of an insight for you. It's shown you a couple of games that may have missed you by. Hopefully you've had a good year. Hopefully next year will be just as good for gaming as well. There's been tons of stuff coming out this year. Hopefully it repeats next year as well. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could leave me a like, all that fan-dooby-tastic stuff, that would be fantastic of you. And I love you forever. I hope you guys have a good Christmas, and I'll catch you in the next one.